Guys, Perla here. Don't mind the hair. It is this is week two. Yeah, week two, two and a half, I don't know, of my locks. Um well, from my first retwist. So they're kind of looking a hot mess already. Anyways, this video is going to be about why do I laugh so much and I seem like I am always happy a lot of the times. And it's not that I'm always happy, it's just I have to consciously choose to see the best in every situation. There's a lot of videos or a lot of things where you will see that I do like this. I have a nervous, like a nervous tick. I call it a nervous tick, but it's really more like my body letting me know like something's getting to me, and like kind of like let's address it so that it doesn't become an issue. And what I mean by that is like I'll usually bite the inside of my bottom lip. And I'll look like that. Like I'll usually like this side of my lip will be like almost coming in. Sometimes it's subtle, sometimes you can see it a little bit more. And and it's just something that started to happen naturally, and I started to realize that when that was happening, I was either my body was getting overly exhausted and I wasn't listening, and I need to take a nap or I need to slow down. My cataplexy personally is triggered through anger. So if I get angry, I start to lose. Usually I'm affected in my hands, my arms, like my forearms, my and my legs. My legs are usually from my knee down. I've had one full body cataplexy experience, and it was terrifying. So for those of you that deal with full body, my heart goes out to you, because personally mine are, again, my arms, a lot in my hands, my feet, and from my knees down. Very rarely do I have them like from the hip down. And what tends to happen for me is whenever I get upset, whenever I get angry, I'll start having cataplexy. So I'll start dropping things, and it's like me and the kids usually laugh about it, because we say it is like a slow motion movie that's happening, right? So you're holding something and it's falling, but as it's falling, you're seeing it fall, but as you try to reach for it, your body is not moving. So it's kind of, to us, we kind of just laugh about it. So we tend to have a lot of like plastic dishes. We do have like, glass dishes. This is a glass cup, but it does have a handle, right? So there are certain things that we do keep in order for safety. So if we know that we're having, and I'm talking about those of us that have narcolepsy, if we know that we're having a day where I am I'm a little upset, right? Because the kids didn't clean their room or didn't do their laundry, whatever the case may be, right? Like I just woke up instead of whatever it is, like I'll tread more to using plastic things and things like that, and I'll stay away from like the glass and things like that, just as a safety measure. For my eldest, his cataplexy is triggered through sadness. So whenever he's feeling really depressed, whenever he's really feeling down on himself and things like that, he stays away from glass and things like that, and he'll prefer to use more plastic. My daughter, unfortunately, her cataplexy is through laughter. So like when she is like extremely happy and she laughs, like she would literally hold her, and it breaks my heart. Like she holds herself back from laughing, because she usually experiences almost like a full is full body, like where she just kind of like, and she gets embarrassed. She's only 15. She's gotten a lot better with accepting it and with dealing with it. But at the beginning, especially when she was like 7 8 years old, it was really really difficult for her, where she didn't want to be in situations where she could be happy or where she could laugh, because she was afraid that she was going to have a cataplexy attack in front of her friends. So the reason why I choose to consciously be aware of what is triggering me, right? What is making me upset, and really reevaluating situations as they're happening, is because I don't want to be upset. I do not want to spend the entire day battling cataplexy, because I don't know for other people, but for me, it seems to like continue on throughout the whole day, or until I sleep again and then kind of wake up. Like the sleeping part for some reason breaks it. It also happens with yawning. Like sometimes you'll see me and I'll be yawning the entire, like from the minute I wake up to the minute I go to sleep. And it's like until I don't take that nap or until I don't go to sleep, my body won't stop yawning. And people are like, "Oh my God, Perla, you're always yawning." And it's like, "Oh, sorry, I gotta take a nap in order for it to stop." It's not that you're boring. It's not that I'm sleepy. It's just a way for my body. It's just a way that my body's trying to stay awake, if that makes any sense, because there's always this battle of my body and my mind, right? Like sometimes my mind is awake and my body is asleep, or vice versa. Like it's very rare for it to be synced, right? So this is where naps come into play. Realizing how long of a nap I need and how many naps in a day I need, and that changes with every season. And I'll make a quick small video in regards to that. So I would like to know, if you guys want to share, because I'm assuming if you're watching, a lot of you have narcolepsy, maybe you're recently diagnosed and you're wondering how other people are dealing with it, etc. what triggers your cataplexy and how do you manage symptoms around people? Personally, obviously, I'm here on YouTube, so I am very open in any space that I go into, whether these are people that I knew, like people that I know from a long time or new people, etc. I'm very open and I'm like, hey, if this is happening, like, let them know, like, I have these moments where I look like I'm dazed, like I'm daydreaming, but I'm really not. I'm like micro sleeping with my eyes open, and I'm very vocal about it, right? Because it is part of my life. It is something that exists and it is something that cannot be hidden and that shouldn't be hidden. It's not something that I'm ashamed of. And it also gives me an opportunity to teach others about it. See you later.